Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you an island update about what's changed on my second island. I realized recently that it's actually been a month since I've done my last island update of the second island, and that video was actually the reveal of even having a second island. Of course, if you've made it to streams though, you've seen the progression of the second island for sure. But for those of you who are new here or haven't checked out the streams before, I just want to show you what's changed on my Japanese countryside island. I actually showed off this view for the most part on the last island update of this island, but a couple of things have changed here. There's actually a couple different decorations than there were before, and Benjamin's house is still atop that cliff there, but you can probably see that white house on the right hand side there, and that's Blanche's house, who just moved in recently. I found Blanche and Crazy one ticket on a Villager Hunt stream recently. It was pretty wild. Thanks for coming through. Ticket 1. Yo. Literally ticket 1. Bruh. Twitch luck is different. But I'll go ahead and show you all what's changed on the island in the last month. So yeah, this view is still from the Nooks, so I haven't changed much on the actual Nooks balcony over here. Nothing has really changed with the school either. So heading up these stairs past the train station here. In the last island update video, I was actually showing off the shrine that I was trying to build out here. So instead of having that shrine now, I've actually built out this housing district over here, which is something that I'm pretty sure I mentioned before wanting to do. So on this block, I have Genji's house here, using a lot of simple panels to kind of extend his house, similar to what I did with Ken, which I'll show you here in a second too. And right next to Genji is actually Chester. Chester is a little cub villager, and his house looks very similar to Genji's, which is why I put them here and made this block for them. And then in between both of their houses right here, through this little sliding door, is this tea area with a little viewpoint. And I'm still waiting for Genji and Chester to come out and have tea in this area, but we all know sometimes you set up areas for these villagers and then they don't actually interact with them or use them at all. And then right in front, I've placed out this tatami mat design. I used to have a table here for another dining area, but I think I want to change up what this space is going to be used. Maybe make a garden or something here for them. And then coming up these steps, this is where Benjamin and Ken live. Not too much has changed over here since the last update either, at least on this level. But on the cliffs, what has changed, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, if I come down these steps here. So Blanche is one of the ostrich villagers. I think it's what the species is technically called, but she looks like a crane. And to go along with Blanche's vibe, I put out all of these plants around here and just adding dimension. I love the little cricket cage here too. If you're not familiar, you can catch crickets, and then their cage is this light brown color that I think looks so good. I also have this little go board here with some zen cushions. I've caught Blanche out here watering these plants too, which is super cool. And then right in front, just a seating area, a garden wagon. My vision for in front of this cliff is for it to be some kind of plant merchant or flower merchant area. And so this is Blanche's little cliffside housing. And I'm gonna go run back towards the left side of my island now. So if I come back down here past the school, in the school courtyard, there's just been a couple of details added. Switched out the benches, I have these books here. I just love the different color changes of the trees here with the falling leaves as well in late autumn. And actually now in front of the school is this little soccer yard that I've built out. This was heavily inspired by Captain Tsubasa, which is a manga and a video game that came out recently. That's just an anime soccer game. I was really inspired by some of the gameplay that I was seeing of that game, and it really inspired me to make this soccer field with the perspective of the school behind it. I just love this shot right here. And then moving on from here, this has been a huge work in progress for a long time. I actually built this a while ago, and I haven't really touched it and want to, and I had a staircase behind it, but decided I didn't want to waste one of our precious 8 staircases on just having a rooftop area there when you can just climb up on a ladder or something like that. So yeah, this is currently some version of a used bookstore. I might tear this down soon and create some other kind of convenience store, but I love the used book sign. This was all made from Colin Crossing on Instagram, and I'll make sure to put the code in the description below. So coming from the used bookstore, we actually have this little row of flowers, and like I said, there's what would be the upstairs. And right along here, along this path over here, is some rice paddy fields that I'm still decorating out for sure. And yeah, just kind of made this huge rice paddy field. This is like what I consider my version of like a farm area for the countryside of the Japanese island. And I just love seeing these weeds just float, especially during golden hour right now. And coming south of here, we have Kabuki's house, which I definitely still need to update and decorate around. Need to give him some really cool stuff, but I'm a little unsure what to do just yet in this area for him. This is pretty small, but I want to make sure I give it a lot of personality, so I'm still thinking about what I actually want to put around his house. He's another new villager that I really love and want to make sure I give him a lot of attention to detail when I decorate his area. And then coming to the left of here, this is actually a huge courtyard build that I was doing on stream recently. And I still need to decorate outside of it, add a couple more details for sure. And this courtyard was actually inspired by a photo that my friend just sent me from the actual animated movie Mulan. I'll put the image on the screen right here, and I just love the perspective of him walking through. So I wanted to create some kind of layered housing courtyard like that. So if we walk through here, we have the stone path here, some trees, there's a pagoda hidden within the trees, some tall lanterns just to give some detail up there, and then a little moss garden over here. So some moss here, you know, bonsai shelf, floating biotope, and a deer scare. Up here we have Walt's house and Gladys's house just sandwiched next to each other. And I really love how their houses look similar in design, especially with the stones on top of their housing. Even though it's different coloring of the houses' exteriors, I'm not really mad at it. And I actually really love both of these villagers' personalities. So I'm glad that they're living next to each other. And right out here in front of Walt's house, it's a little bit hidden behind this tree for sure, but I have this hearth and a little seating area. And something I'm still working on is the entrance in the back here. I wanted it to mimic the front entrance, so that way you can walk in and out of it no matter which side you're coming. But I still need to make some kind of viewpoint in the background here, so that way you can see some kind of really cool view from this courtyard. But overall, I'm really liking how this space is coming together. So that about wraps it up for this island update video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you got a little bit of inspiration out of this. All codes that I use on this island will be in the description below. And if you want to see real-time progress about what's changing on this island, make sure to come out to a stream. I stream every Monday here on YouTube at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then I do a lot of impromptu streams right now on Twitch as well. And if you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It would go a long way in helping out this channel. I also want to give a huge shout out to my members for supporting my channel. It really helps out a ton, and it really helps me be able to make more content like this. And that about wraps it up. So I'll see you all in the next one.